Hey YouTube, Mecha-san here with the trailer for the upcoming Tomb Raider game here. Said to be the darkest one yet. And it's even in the title, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. This one's called The End of the Beginning. I have enjoyed the reboot. In fact, actually, I can't even call it a reboot actually because it's my first Tomb Raider games. I've never played the Tomb Raider before the reboot that came out. And so, yeah, so in a way, this is my first series of Tomb Raider games. This is the Lara Croft I know. Granted, I did see the Angelina Jolie movie. I think in theaters. I don't know, it's been so long, but I do remember liking that movie. So, oh boy, I've played them all. Little games here. And yeah, they do get progressively darker, don't they? Especially in the comic books. In the comic books, from what I hear, I haven't read the comic books. I've only read about what happens to them in the Tomb Raider wiki here, but yeah, there's a lot of what happened afterward, like consequences, fallout, and stuff like that in the comics. Very interesting. So, I'm curious to know because we're going into Mayan, Aztec, really, and if that's the one I really know where they conducted human sacrifices. I mean, it's a lot of ancient cultures. There were no strangers to human sacrifices, but let's see, Japan. There was technically a human sacrifice with the Sun Queen, transferring her soul to. So yeah, but and then we had the rise of the Tomb Raider, which we saw the Prophet's army becoming essentially undead almost, and it can be revived, but yeah. Now we got this, where we know it's a culture where they did indeed practice human sacrifice, like Aztec, Mayans. It's not pretty, so whew, how dark can they get? They can get pretty dark here. They've already released a few images of what this is gonna look like. Damn thing doesn't stay. Why does it fall off of the freaking center? Look, right there. There. Stay locked there. You know what? I'm going to leave you right there. Just above the border here. So this thing doesn't do that anymore. There. Now, locked in place. If this thing right here moves down here, like past this border right here, there's clearly something wrong with OBS, big time. As if I didn't already know that, but here's an example of how wrong it is. So anyhow, get that on. Let's take a look. Square Enix. I'm glad that Square Enix is making these games as well, like, and Agents Montreal from Deus Ex, The Human Revolution, Mankind Divided, and Crystal Dynamics. Gotta play Mankind Divided, not actual gameplay. Shit. Is this real? Okay. You know, okay, for people, it's still easy to tell what's CG, but for the environment and stuff like that, like stonework, it's getting hard to distinguish what's real and what's computer generated. Oh. I was like, oh. Oh, the climbing at. Oh, I just got a big ass knife this time. Oh, wow. Oh, this girl became the predator. Oh, you killed your own guy. What an idiot. Okay, Lara Croft and the Predator. Please, make it happen. Look at that, it's so dirty and everything. Like just camouflage. So much camouflage, it's awesome.
After all I've sacrificed.
Full volume.
I have to wonder.
Oh, she's bleeding. Laura? Ungrateful little brat. Ungrateful much. What, did she come back in time? Or is this like a secret society that's still practicing this kind of stuff? Holy moly! You know, I might actually pre-order the collector's edition. I seen the stuff it comes with. It's not a bad idea to have more flashlights. I'll say that. But jeez Louise. Okay, seriously. Lara Croft versus the Predator. Make it happen. Make it freaking happen. I mean, you put the Predator and other stuff that, so why not here? I'm like, well, yeah, what's it? He's like in God, what was that game where he appeared in the where he like appeared randomly in the multiplayer to stalk the player characters, and that'd be just so fucking awesome. But and then he probably become an honorary Predator. Yeah, that would be so awesome. But you just seen, it's like, wow. If the combat, now this is not actual gameplay, of course. It's all like pre-rendered stuff, like cinematic trailer. God. Pardon me, the coffee. It's all cinematic trailer and everything, but if it's anything like that, it's brutal. Like, if I could like quickly kill someone, then go in a cover, like blend in the crowd, because we saw how her face was covered in mud and paint and other stuff to blend in with the foliage. That would be awesome. That would just be like, if I could get these guys to kill themselves, like that one soldier shut off Wally in a panic and wound up killing his partner. I wouldn't be able to do that in the game. But, oh boy, okay, so, but what's the premise here? Because the premise so far, the last two games have been around immortality, eternal life, or something like that. We had the Queen Himeko from the first game, who basically did who did soul transference. She found a girl from the village who was more or less the spitting image of her, and when time came, she grew old and you need a new body. She transferred her soul into a new body. Then we've had the Prophet here in the second game here, which he found his artifact, the Divine Source, which I don't know what it is. Could have been some sort of meteorite piece that he took and like give the engraving, or could it actually be some sort of ancient divine relic? We know the prophet Jacob, he found it and used it tried to use it for good, but we know how that went. But yeah, he became completely immortal. Actually, I mean, he got stabbed at one point in the past. Then in the present, he got shot, still stood up. Like he said, he's human in every way except the human end. Until we destroyed the divine source, and he died. Like, literally became dust. Now, and of course, we even saw, if you saw the Blood Ties DLC, which I have played, it shows why Laura's father was just obsessed with these immortality myths. You learn so much. So, yeah, what's the goal here? How does the immortality play in? What's the magic here? because Tomb Raider fully acknowledges magic is at play. So I'm curious to know. Oh, and I really, yes, please keep that. I mean, we had a knife. We had a knife in the second game, but it was like a army issue combat knife, and mostly used for cutting ropes and occasionally like sneaking and diving. But this is that's almost what she had here, almost a freaking machete. So that's gonna be badass, and I hope I can upgrade that because yeah, I want the knife to be upgradable, like better grip, better handling, sharper blade, something. In fact, I want to be able to have multiple knives. Like if I want to have a knife like oh, I forgot the name of it, but it's a knife in Halo Reach. Emil had that knife with a curve, that a Kukori knife, whatever it's called, but yeah, something like that. That'd be awesome. So, oh, I guess I can't wait. This game comes out, when exactly does it come out? Yes, it's on pre-order September 14th, which is, I think it's more or less around the time the other two games came out. I do not recall, but yes, bring it. Please bring it. So everyone, thank you all for watching. Comment down below what you all thought. Like and subscribe for more videos. Until the next one, this coffee. This is Mecha-san, logging out.